Hey everyone, today I'm going to be talking about how the first half of 2020 has been. I know it's been a crazy year for everyone, nothing like what we planned. So I'm going to share with you what we've been busy with, lessons that we have learned as well, and I'm going to be sharing a lot more in the subsequent videos as well. So don't forget to subscribe to this channel, click on the notification icon, and you'll get all the video updates. So I'm going to start off with the beginning of this year. 2020 started off really well. January and February was one of our best years in terms of gigging and performing. It was easily our most profitable 2 months in a very long time, or ever since we started performing for a living. So we played for many banks, and we actually performed for all the major banks for the Chinese New Year, for their D&D, their private functions. It was really great. We got to make music with all our favorite musicians, and a lot of these shows had big budgets, so we were able to bring in our full band, to have our own sound engineer, and it was really fun. So the year started off that way, and it looked like it was going to be a great rest of the year. We had many bookings all through 2020, and even we were starting to get bookings for 2021 as well. But as COVID hit and things were getting very uncertain, especially towards the end of February. We even had some gigs that were starting to cancel because they were afraid of tourists coming in from overseas. And I think the first thing we had to deal with was cancellation of bookings, especially those shows that were scheduled in March and April. So the first thing we really had to deal with when COVID started and when COVID hit was to deal with the cancellation of booking. So for most of these events, we had our 50% deposit, so that was no problem. But some events were canceling on us like less than a week before, some even 3 days before. So we had to work out on the agreements, and we had to work out with these event organizers and the companies directly on how to move forward when these shows were being cancelled and postponed. And one thing it highlighted to us was how important it was to have a legal document. So we did send out agreements, but it was not an official legal document. So we decided, okay, since I think this is going to happen more often in the rest of 2020 with all these cancellations, we needed to get a lawyer to help us to draft out an agreement. And so we did that right away. We had a friend who was really kind to help us and give us a good rate as well. So we managed to get a good solid legal agreement, and with this legal agreement we were able to use it for all our subsequent show bookings. So this was something that I think helped us despite COVID to be able to have our processes better. So after January and February, after those amazing months, it was almost as though we were prepped. We had really good lucrative months. But when March came, literally everything came to a standstill. All the weddings, the private functions, the regular gigs that we had as well, all stopped. So that was something that was really challenging. And I think for the shows wise, we knew that it was not going to come back soon, and we were already preparing for this. Actually, we knew that we didn't just want to keep doing show after show after show. We really wanted to see how we could build our brand with the things we did outside of performing live as well. So we were already thinking of working on our YouTube channels, building our website, and moving to online streams as well. So that was the first thing that we did, because we realized that we still wanted to perform. Even though the live shows were not happening, I still wanted to create music, play my saxophone for people to enjoy the music. So immediately once I realized that live streaming was what I wanted to do, Miss Lu and I went straight into researching on how to get a live stream done properly. We definitely did not want to have just our phone, and recording through the iPhone. I think the quality of the video and audio wouldn't be great. So we decided to make use of all the things that were around us. So we already have a Canon DSLR, so we decided to use that as the main webcam. So we needed to find a way to connect it to the computer to get good audio through a mixer, use all our recording equipment. So that took us literally weeks to a month, to sort out day after day, many hours of hard work researching and figuring all this out. So eventually we managed to get a good setup, and we started our live stream series. So aside from that, I was teaching a lot of private saxophone lessons. So I had to think, how am I going to keep this going even though we're not supposed to meet in person? So straight away, I decided to research on which were the best video conferencing tools to be able to conduct a good virtual lesson, a private lesson, one-on-one, and still high quality audio and video. So the first platform I used was Zoom, which was really good, but the sound quality was lacking a bit. I've tried many other platforms, but I stuck to Zoom for a while, and actually many other exciting things came out from that opportunity to go online to do my lessons. So that was one thing I was busy with, trying to convert all my in-person lessons to virtual lessons. So it had its own challenges, but I think I'm a much better teacher after this experience. So on the concept of live streaming, I had to think about what did I want to perform, because I think with the live streaming platform, it's not so much about what the venue wants from me or what the client wants. I get to really decide on the show that I want. So I started off with some themes, and even just certain sessions where I was just taking song requests. That's something that I was able to have that personal touch with the audience that was watching. So I really enjoyed that, and I could play all the songs that I wanted. And I did a jazz night as well, where I could just play all my favorite jazz standards. So aside from the performing live streams, the other thing that I really wanted to do was to find a way to interview all my favorite saxophonists and hopefully play music with them as well. So I decided to ask all my favorite saxophonists whether they would like to come on my YouTube live show, which was really humbling experience, but man, it was so rewarding. And one by one, I emailed all my favorite saxophonists, and I was really surprised that almost all of them said yes instantly. So that started a whole series of amazing live sessions where I could interview, speak to, and ask questions, to my favorite saxophone heroes. And the first ever episode was with Eric Marienthal, which was just amazing. And I learned so much from it, to be able to do a live stream featuring an artist that was from the other part of the world. So that was a great learning experience as well. The other thing I focused on was with my saxophone shop, Saxo. So we were allowed to open, but we were not allowed to have walk-in customers. So all we could do was to fulfill international orders or local orders. So we did a lot of deliveries. We used Grab Deliver, and we managed to fulfill orders. And surprisingly, the number of orders really increased because of COVID. I think a lot of people decided that, hey, they wanted to learn the saxophone from scratch. They've always wanted to, and now seemed like the perfect opportunity. So our sales really grew, which I'm really blessed and grateful for. So yeah, I was busy with keeping the saxophone shop running, and still working with our customers directly to see if anything they needed so that we can deliver to them. And I think we had so many international orders as well, which was amazing. So many trips to the post office for sure. And I decided to work on the website as well. So we decided to spruce up our website, and even now we're getting someone in professionally to revamp the whole website, because I think international orders and online sales are going to be the big things going forward. So it was so great, and I met so many new saxophonists through this period. And I was also thinking of ideas of how to engage the saxophone community more. So I created a Telegram group to house all the Saxo customers. So this really helped to be able to get the word out when we had new products or special promotion. And if you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to subscribe. I have many more videos I'm going to be sharing that, just shine some light on what has been happening throughout this whole COVID period. So the other thing that I decided to focus on was really my YouTube channel. So I had many covers that I've been recording, and I decided to go back into my home studio to really record more songs so that I could put it on my YouTube channel and grow it and monetize it. And the thing about that is I decided to also do some speaking videos, where I could share about my experiences on certain topics. So that was really fun as well. So with live streaming, after many episodes of trial and error, figuring out the best way to get good audio and video, I decided to embark on a crazy idea, which was a 12-hour live stream. So it was just a crazy idea at that point, but we managed to pull it off in about a week, inviting special guests from Minister Grace Fu to Adam Hawley, all the way from the US, to Joanna Dong as well. So if you guys want, you can check out the video in my channel as well. It was really great learning experience and something that I'll never forget. And it just showed us that what was possible on this live streaming platform. So we definitely are going to be thinking about doing more live stream festivals, so that we can bring in all our favorite musicians and then broadcast it online, which just has a much wider reach than if we were to organize a festival locally here in Singapore. So definitely look out for that. We're going to have a lot more exciting programs on the live stream platform. So hopefully this gives you a glimpse of what has happened. Look out for part 2 of the video, where I'll be diving into more things that have happened this past 6 months. It's such an exciting journey, and so many things have happened way beyond what we could have dreamed of, and I can't wait to share it with you guys. So don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you at the next video.